Hello students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is physical quantities and measurement. So open your physics books on page number 18 and let's begin. First of all, we will discuss various objectives of the chapter. In this chapter we will learn about concept and units with symbols of measurement of length, measurement of mass, time, temperature and area. The topics that we will discuss today are concept of length, measuring devices and units of length measurement. First of all, let us discuss what are physical quantities. Well, those quantities that can be measured, they are known as physical quantities. For example, mass, length, time and force. All these are physical quantities. Suppose you want to measure the length of this pencil. How can you do that? Since we don't know what is its length, so this is an unknown quantity. To measure its length, we will take a quantity of same type. For example, we may take a ruler to measure its length. Since ruler is a known quantity, so we can easily measure the length of the pencil by comparing its length with the length of ruler, and this is known as measurement. So measurement is a process of comparison of unknown quantity with a known standard quantity of the same nature. Let us discuss first physical quantity, that is length. It is simply the distance between two fixed points. For example, if you want to measure the length of this eraser, what will be its length? We will calculate the distance between 0 and 5, that is 5 centimeter. Let us now discuss about the units of length. Students, length is measured in centimeters, meters and kilometers, but the standard unit of length is meter, and other units are centimeter, millimeter and kilometers. Let's read from the book for better understanding. Open your books on page number 18. Length is defined as the separation or distance between 2 points in space. Length is one of the fundamental physical quantities. As I told, physical quantities are those quantities that can be measured. A ruler is used to measure the length of an object. It is also used to measure the length of a straight line. A non-stretchable string or thread is used to measure the length of a curved line. We cannot measure a curved line by using a ruler because it can't be bent. So for measuring a curved line, we have to use a string or a thread. Longer lengths are measured through measuring tape, then goes the ruler scale, and then vernier caliper and screw gauge for small to minute as well as accurate measurement. Measuring with the ruler. Let us learn how can we measure length with the ruler. A ruler is a measuring stick marked with units for measuring along its edges. These can be made of plastic, cardboard, wood, metal or fabric, any material. These can be for either English units, that is inches, or metric units, that is centimeters. Reading a ruler starts with understanding what all of the ticks mean. Students, ticks are the lines that you can see on a ruler or scale. The largest ticks, as shown here, the largest ticks indicate a full inch, and the distance between each large tick is 1 inch. Actually, they have marked wrong. See, this is one large tick and this is another. So distance between these two is 1 inch. Actually, what they have marked, this will be 2 inch, right? So make a correction here. The large ticks that are in between the inch markings are half inch markings. Now you can see this tick is between two larger ticks. So this indicates half inch marking. So the distance between an inch tick and a half inch tick is half inch. So this is also, they have marked wrong. Actually, this distance should be half inch and this is a full inch. So make a correction here also. While measuring the length of any object by using a ruler, some precautions have to be kept in mind. Let us discuss these precautions. Open your books on page number 19. and let's discuss. First is proper placement of the scale. Measure the length of the block by placing the scale in two different positions as shown in figure A and B. Figure A represents the correct position whereas B represents wrong position. In this position you will measure more than the actual length if you do not keep the scale or ruler exactly in horizontal position, then you may end up measuring wrong length. In this way you will measure more than the actual length of the object. So always remember to keep the scale in a straight horizontal line. Hence, for correct measurement of the length, the scale should be placed along the length to be measured. The scale should be placed very close to the object to be measured. And second point is that scale should be kept in close contact with the object whose length is to be measured. It should not be placed away from the object. It should touch the object. Next is when the zero mark of the scale is damaged. Sometimes what happens, due to the repeated use, the left end of the scale carrying zero mark gets damaged. How will we measure the length of object in such case? In order to measure the length of the object, we usually do not start from zero mark of the scale. In such cases, you should use any other full mark, let's say 1 or 2 centimeter. Then you must subtract the reading of this full mark from the reading at the other end. Suppose you are measuring length of any wooden block. As shown in the figure, you are taking reading from the left end at 1 centimeter. Suppose at the other end of the scale reading is 5.5 centimeter. Then what will be the actual length of this wooden block? You will subtract 1 from 5.5, that will be 4.5 centimeter. So this way we can get the actual length of the object in case the scale is broken from the left end. Proper position of eye while reading the scale. Due to thickness of meter scale or ruler, the eye must always be placed vertically above the mark being read in order to avoid error due to wrong position of the eye. As shown in the figure, the correct position A of the eye gives the reading of 1 centimeter. But from positions B and C, the readings are 0.9 and 1.1 respectively, which are wrong. Thus, readings from position B and C are not correct. Units of length measurement. Students, open your books on page number 20. Let's discuss. We know that SI unit of length is meter, but there are distances much smaller and much bigger than meter. Thus, smaller and bigger units are also used. To measure small distances or lengths, to measure the length of your pencil or length of your physics book, you don't need or require a meter rod for measurement. The length of pencil and the physics book are much less than a meter. So, it is convenient to express these lengths in smaller units. Centimeter is taken as a unit for these measurements, and relationship between meter and centimeter is given here. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. On the other hand, to measure long distances, for example, distance between two cities, we don't use meter. For that, which unit is used? Kilometer. Hence, a large unit of length is needed, and this unit is called kilometer. And 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. You must be able to answer all these questions on page number 28. What is meant by measurement? How many millimeters are there in 1 meter? What is length? Note down these questions and revise them properly. Thank you.